Thanks for tuning in. It's Brumcraft here. This is my second video. Thanks very much for watching the first video. Thanks for all the support. I'm really overwhelmed actually. It's given me a bit of motivation really to do more. This is my second video anyway. There's two reasons why I wanted to make this video. The first one is I'm going to introduce you to one of my best friends, Mike, aka Mikey Dread. He's a cool guy.
Oh yeah.
He's one of my good mates and he got me into the scene in the first place. And the second reason is Mikey's going to show us how to make some natural cordage, which I hope you find interesting. As you know, cordage is one of the 5 C's of survival. It's crucially important.
That's some good stuff, man.
Really, it's a good skill to know how to make it.
We're going to be making a short video today about nettles and nettle cordage and what they can be used for. The Latin name is urtica. They are a perennial weed. They can be used for many things. They are world renowned as being a superfood. We were going to boil some up today and make some tea. You can eat them like spinach as well, but unfortunately they're in flower at the moment and you don't want to be picking and eating the leaves while they're in flower. Okay guys, we're now going to harvest some of these nettles, but before we do that, I'm just going to go into a few points about them. They are actually in flower now. We'll show you a close-up of that in a moment. When they're in flower, they store a chemical compound called cystolith, which if eaten can cause problems with the kidneys, so it's not a good idea to eat these when they're in flower. The tips of the nettle are what you want to be going for, the first sort of 2 or 3 sections, and you can boil these up and eat them like spinach, and you can make tea out of them as well. Alright guys, as you've just seen, we just collected a few nettles together. I'm just going to go through the different stages now of processing them for making cordage. As you'll probably know, it's a really good idea to wear gloves. Grasping the nettle and all that, it never seems to work for me. I always get stung. So you've got your nettles, just hold them at the top, you run your hand down the stem, removing all the leaves. You want to run your hands up and down these stems a couple of times because you'll still get little barbs which will still sting you afterwards, and really you need to process them after you've done that without gloves on. Okay, once you've done that and you've got a few together, what you want to do then is you want to crush this now. So if you've got something hard to lean against, you can either do it with your finger or with the butt of a knife, for instance. Actually, safety, I'll put that in the sheath. And when you've flattened it all out, what you want to do then is just separate it and open it up. So you get a split into the nettle and then just run your finger down and open it up all the way down. Okay. And if you get about halfway and just fold it, you'll find that the pith will sort of separate from the outer sheathing. And this outer sheathing is the stuff that you're looking for. Once you've gone that far, just over your finger with your thumb behind it, and just run your thumb down and the pith should come out, as easy as that. And that's the material that you're looking for. Once you've done that, you want to hang it and dry it out. in good old blue pizza style. Here's some that we did earlier, and then we'll go on to the actual process of twisting them together, and then fold it more or less in half. It doesn't have to be perfect. What you do then, you lay across your leg and you twist them both in the same direction, just holding the end of the loop. And when you get so far, you'll feel it start to spring, and you just let it go, and then just sort of encourage it a little bit. Pinch it further down where it's just stopped, move it back up again, and go through that process over and over again, just letting it sort of take its own course. The stems that you picked, you'll get like a thicker end and a thinner end. Now when you start getting towards the end of that, you want to start to lay some more back in to get your length. So once you get down towards the end, you're going to lay into your thin end. You get another piece of cordage. So there you go. And you just keep repeating that process until you get the length that you want. Now if you want to make that really strong, what you can do then is double up again, and you can do this process over and over again. You can actually build up quite a good rope, and again just halve it. Okay, these are length that I processed earlier in the day from dried out cordages I collected some time ago, and as you can see, it makes a really good cord, and it is very, very strong.
Hi guys, I've just made a bit of cordage with Mike. I haven't done this before, it's the first time for me. I tell you something, it's a lot more difficult than it looks, and there's definitely a knack to it. Basically, when you're doing this on your thigh, ladies please. When you're doing this on your thigh, you actually need to twist both of the bits of nettle independently and not let them wrap together, and if you do that it turns in on itself, and also sometimes you'll be pushing it on your leg like that and it will just be moving and it won't be turning round, so you actually want to tension it each strand individually like that before you even put it on your leg. But yeah, I've done it, but I tell you what, it was a lot more difficult than I anticipated, but practice makes perfect. Right guys, that was our little video anyway on cordage making in a survival situation. Hope you found it entertaining, and hope you go out there and have a go yourself. And thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.